Lights, camera, and me without a stitch of makeup on? I guess I'll finish this training video as is. It's time to talk about debriefing of the day. So our day is winding down. We've had all of our meals, we've actively listened to all panels and speakers, and we've even finished our service project. Now it's time to head into group time. You can go into group time with a structure, but remember, let group time evolve organically. If the conversation starts serious or focused, but turns into a laugh fest from someone sharing an embarrassing story or joke, let them. Yes, it's important to talk about the things that we did throughout the day, but if you can tell your group is a little mentally or emotionally spent, then it's okay to start group time with a little dance party or silly game to lift everybody's mood and spirit before diving in a little bit deeper about what we want to talk about. Just be mindful of taking the temperature of the room as they're engaging with one another to see when you may need to chime in or redirect that conversation. It's great to take notes throughout the day on all the activities that we've done so you can help facilitate some of those discussions in group time. Having notes will also give you a soft structure of how you want to approach group time in case they are a little bit lull throughout that day, and you can tell that you may need to be more active during that group time. Something to remember, it's important though that group time is the ambassador's time, and we'll talk about that a little bit more later on, but you're there to help make sure the conversations or activities are productive and that they stay productive. Most of the time you'll be able just to bring up some topic or something that we talked about throughout the day, and the ambassadors will just run with it, and you're really gonna just be sitting back, listening, and witnessing these really beautiful conversations happen amongst your group. Additionally, something that might help is taking notes on your ambassadors, not just the activities. Did someone in your group have their hand raised during a Q&A, but they didn't get to ask that question? Ask them during group time. It might spark a really unique conversation that they didn't get to have initially, especially if they're a quieter ambassador. This will encourage them to speak up more, and hopefully they'll want to speak up in front of the entire WLC as well. So, I know I've already mentioned, and you've probably heard this before in other training videos or your section calls, but group time is the ambassador's time. It's an important point, but so let's talk about it a little bit more, and let's reaffirm what the definition of facilitator means. The reason it's called a facilitator is because we're there to facilitate these discussions and activities, not necessarily there to participate in the shared experience of these ambassadors, so it's seen more as the semi-external role, which is where the concept facilitate, not participate, comes from. So what that means is it's facilitating versus participation. So this is a hard art form to master, but you were selected for a reason. We know you come to this role with a lot of amazing and unique skills already, but we're trying to help you wrap those skills around the type of group you might get. Some groups require almost no involvement from the facilitator, where they're like, they do it all, they talk about it, I don't even need to ask the question to get them going during group time. And some groups need that facilitator to kind of get them engaged and get them going, and that's fine as well. But here's where the difference between facilitate and participate comes from. Facilitating looks more like if someone hasn't been involved in the conversation, find a way to involve them. The conversation is going somewhere that you don't think is beneficial or productive, redirect that conversation. Or you can have an activity planned, but be open to what they want to do, since group time is the ambassador's time. Participating would be you chiming in or fully participating in that conversation, or even trying to relive your ambassador experience. That's not what we're here to do. If you're asked to share your thoughts, though, on something by an ambassador, please do. Share your thoughts and then end with asking someone their opinion, or toss out a different question to keep the conversation going amongst the ambassadors. This will help keep that conversation productive as well. So, any other questions, feel free to message us, but that will end your training on group time. Hope you guys have a great week, and see you soon.